Hello and welcome to your morning practice. My name is Keegan, the Balanced Nomad, and today is day 3 of the Gentle Morning Yoga Challenge. If you haven't already done day 1 and 2, I definitely recommend you check those one out before doing this one so you can dedicate this entire week to starting your day with gentle movement and intention. Today's class is going to be super grounded and we're going to start right on our backs. So finding a nice comfortable position, spreading out the legs and the arms, we're just gonna take a few deep breaths to ground ourselves into the body this morning. So taking the deepest breaths you've taken yet today. Doing a little check-in with yourself this morning. Observing how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Not judging ourselves for anything we're feeling or categorizing anything as negative. Just let yourself be. And we can move into our first posture here, moving to happy baby. So either grabbing the outside of the feet or onto the big toes with the 2 peace fingers, whatever variation you're taking, making sure the entire length of the spine is pressed into the mat. And you can play around here. Maybe stillness feels good for you, or you'd enjoy a bit of a rocking motion. Maybe straightening into one leg and straightening into the other. This is the first movement of class though, so really just choose what feels good. We don't need to try something super intense. And we can drop the feet down. We're gonna move to reclined pigeon pose from here. So creating a figure 4 shape, pressing the right ankle to the top of the left knee, staying here if this is enough sensation for you, or looping the arms through, grabbing a hold of the left knee. And just like we did in Happy Baby, you can choose stillness or maybe a bit of a rock. Really just moving intuitively this morning. And we can release that left foot down, just finding this position on the opposite side. So bringing the left ankle to the top of the right knee, staying here or choosing to grab that right knee. And maybe stillness feels good or choosing a bit of a rock. And once again, just releasing the feet down. We're gonna find some spinal twists from here. So straightening into that left leg, squeezing the right knee in towards the chest and bringing the right knee over to the left side of the mat. Straightening through that right arm, bringing gaze to our right fingertips, also optional to shut down the eyes. And coming back to center, squeezing that right knee in towards the chest and dropping it, taking a hold of our left knee, squeezing it, and bringing it to the right side of the mat, extending that left arm up straight, gaze to those left fingertips, or shutting down the eyes for a few breaths. And once again, rocking back up, squeezing that left knee into the chest. And you can bring up the right knee, just giving yourself a big hug here, maybe a little rock to massage the spine. And from here, rocking up to seated, we're gonna meet in a tabletop position. So our hands are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. Feel free to take traditional cat and cows here, or maybe some body circles. Again, just a super intuitive practice. So just move in whatever way you feel called to do this morning. It might be something totally different than what I'm doing, and that's all right too. If you were taking those circles, just moving in the opposite direction here. And coming back to neutral, bringing ourselves to downward dog here, tucking toes and bringing tailbone up, feeling super grounded and strong in the palms and in the feet. Heels may or may not be on the ground, no worries either way. And again, option to choose stillness, maybe a sway with the hips or paddling out the feet. Just doing whatever you feel called to do here. And coming back to stillness, if you were moving, planting that left hand in the center. We're gonna reach to that left ankle with the right hand. Gaze goes up underneath the armpit. And once again, planting that right hand, grabbing the left ankle with the right hand this time. Gaze is up towards the sky. And once again, bringing hands back to neutral from your downward dog, just moving to low lunge from here, planting that left foot in between the hands. Inhaling, bringing arms up, keeping gaze either straight or maybe slightly up to find a bit of a back bend here. And dropping hands, framing out the foot, straightening through both of the legs, coming to a pyramid pose from here. Coming up on fingertips or palms, just trying to keep a straight spine for one breath. Inhaling, exhaling, and once more inhaling. And on our exhale, folding ourselves forward, trying to bring our nose to our knee here. Totally fine to keep a micro bend in that front leg as well if that feels best. And we can step that right foot to the top of the mat, coming to ragdoll at the top. Feet can be a little bit further than hip distance, totally fine to keep a nice generous bend in the knees, grabbing onto opposite elbows, just swaying back and forth, maybe moving the head, shaking it out, releasing the neck here. And planting the hands, stepping back to our downward dog. You can choose stillness or maybe finding a bit of movement for a few breaths. And finding the sequence on the opposite side, bringing right foot in between the hands here, framing out the foot. Inhaling, arms come above us. Gaze is either forward or upwards, creating a slight back bend. Releasing hands down, straightening through the legs, coming to our pyramid pose, trying to keep a straight back, so maybe you're up on fingertips. Here for one breath, inhaling, exhaling. One more inhale. And on your exhale, folding ourselves forward, trying to bring it nose to knee here. And stepping that right foot back, coming to our downward dog, using this to transition, walking ourselves into ragdoll at the back of our mat. Feet can stay at hip distance. Again, option to choose really generously bent knees or maybe straightening a bit more. And just coming to a forward fold, you can bring palms to the mat or maybe bringing them underneath the feet, moving the toes, giving yourself a little wrist massage here. Totally fine to keep a bend in the knee here. And releasing hands. Heels in, toes out, moving to Malasana from here, squatting down, bringing our hands to prayer in front of the chest. Can shut down the eyes here for a few breaths. And bringing glutes to mat. Just finding a forward fold from here. So extending the legs out straight, inhaling arms up and bending ourselves forward, really emphasizing this hinge from the hips, grabbing onto whatever is available. Maybe that's shins, ankles, big toes, bottom of the feet. Really lots of options here. So you can play around, just see what works best for you. And walking ourselves up with the hands. Crossing the right foot over that straightened right leg. Inhaling, right arm up. Placing the elbow on top of the knee and gazing over the left shoulder. Finding a twist. Releasing, re-extending that left leg and bending the right one over. We inhale, the left arm up, bringing the elbow to the right knee and looking over our right shoulder. Releasing this twist, just coming to the center of the mat. To close out our practice here, maybe a cross-legged position feels best. Just shutting down the eyes, re-grounding, taking some deep breaths, just like we started at the beginning of class. Coming back to our scan we did earlier. How are you feeling mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically after a bit of gentle movement this morning? And we can bring hands to the forehead and bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed day 3 of this challenge. I hope to see you tomorrow for day 4 and have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.